Hi, my name is Dino, and today I will teach you how to play the game Go. I wanted to make this video because Go is a huge part of East Asian culture, and very few people in the West know anything about it. Now, it is relatively easy to learn, and in the next 5 minutes you will know how to play, at least in theory. But first, for some background. Go was invented 2,500 years ago in China, making it the oldest board game in existence. Like, people played the same exact game 500 years before the birth of Christ. However, what makes Go even more remarkable is that its rules are relatively simple, but the game is infinitely complex. In fact, there are more combinations in the game than there are atoms in the universe. And this is the last board game in which humans can still outcompete computers. Although in 2017, a supercomputer did beat the leading world champion in Go. Today, this game is bigger than ever. Like, there are Go tournaments and Go schools all throughout East Asia. It's like a big deal. Okay, so now let's learn how to play. Two players take turns putting black and white stones at empty line intersections on a 19 by 19 board. But you can use smaller boards when first learning to make it easier on yourself, such as the 6 by 6 board. The objective is to use your stones to encircle and hold vacant territory. So, for example, these white stones completely surround these 2 points on the grid, giving the white player 2 points. Now, let's say the black player completely encircled the white stones, leaving them no way to escape. What would result is the capture and removal of all the white stones, each of which would give black 1 point. In addition, black would now control all this empty space, giving him another 10 points. So, the ultimate objective is to corner off sections of the board and encircle your opponent's stones with your own. So let's see how a real game would play out. In Go tradition, the more experienced player always uses the white stones, and black goes first. Let's say they put a stone in the middle. This stone has all 4 of its neighboring spaces open to it. These are called liberties. If white takes all of these liberties away, then the black stone becomes captured and is removed from the board, giving white 1 point for the empty space they control, and 1 point for capturing the black stone. Now, let's say that there were 2 black stones next to each other. These stones would have 6 liberties, and white would have to place stones on all of them to capture black. Connected stones share liberties, and they live or are captured as one continuous group. To bring this point home, let's look at another group of stones that share liberties. Since all of these stones are connected at their liberties, they are one group and have 10 liberties together. White would have to control all of these to capture the group. So, now that you understand most of the rules, let's see how an actual game really looks. Players take turns placing stones on the board, building up positions, and challenging the positions of their opponent. You see how white and black are constantly trying to outflank each other and shift priorities on the board. However, at a certain point, the game stalls. A player will see that whatever move they make will not result in a better position for them, and so they can pass by giving their opponent a stone from their hand. Once both players pass in succession, the game is over and the points are counted. Remember, a player gets a point for each one of their opponent's captured stones, plus any vacant spots within their territory. At the end of the game, it is customary in Go to remove all of the stones that are in a hopeless position. For example, this white stone is not yet officially captured since it has 3 liberties. However, nothing white can do will save this stone. While black can capture it at will, doing so would be a waste of moves, since it is a battle that has already been won. In advanced games, much of the attention goes toward creating live groups of stones that can never be captured by the opponent. For example, consider this group of black stones. Even if white completely encircles them, black will still have 2 liberties left. White cannot play here because its stone will automatically be captured since it does not have any liberties. Now if black had a stone here, then white could play, as that move would end all of black's liberties, and all the black stones would be captured. But since this spot is also open, nothing white can do will lead to the capture of this group, giving black 2 territory points. One more rule I should mention is called Ko. Ko basically says that if one player captures a stone, the other cannot recapture the same position in the very next turn, since this could result in an infinite loop. Rather, the player must play elsewhere first before they can recapture the spot. So in a nutshell, that is how you play Go, the world's oldest continuously played board game. I've provided links below of free places on the internet where you can go and play Go. Please like and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video, and congratulations on learning an ancient game.